Welcome to Mission Undercover. Joining me today is Azdean ElMoustaqim. He is the host of the Destination Morocco podcast. He reveals the hidden gems and less traveled paths of Morocco so that people can fully explore the beauty of his nation. We're going to discuss the power of podcasts and digital media, how travelers can connect to the authentic experiences of a nation, and how connections can be built across cultures to foster unity rather than division. To start with, I wanted to know what you love most about Morocco and what sets Morocco apart in the world.
Thank you so much, Zaidan, for this amazing opportunity to be a guest on your incredible podcast and for the warm introduction. I love Morocco for so many reasons. I was born and raised in Morocco before I came to the US. And one thing that always stands out, for people that are traveling to Morocco, it's actually the people of Morocco, the hospitality, the culture, the vibe. That's what I really like about Morocco. You go in, it's a melting pot, and it's a lot of fun to visit.
What's a special tradition of Moroccan culture?
A special tradition. There are so many. I mean, when it comes to hospitality, Moroccan mint tea is very popular. So, especially when you go to the villages and in the mountains and the rural areas, people will always welcome you to their homes, and they'll make a fresh pot of Moroccan mint tea, just as a welcome gesture. So that's something that we are really known for is hospitality in Morocco.
What are the best hidden gems to visit in the country?
So in the country, well, the country really is different, from the north side to the south side to the desert. So in 2025, one of the trends that we realized that people want to go and immerse themselves with the locals, especially whether it's lunch with a family in the mountains, or visit the nomad in the desert, or visit some people that still live in a cave in certain areas in Morocco. So, immersive experience with the local, I would say that's definitely the one immersion trend traveling to Morocco.
What barriers do you think there are to people actually visiting Morocco?
Oh, that's a good question. There are so many actually, because the number one, I would say, is what they see in the media versus what actually Morocco is. Their perception is most of the time is incomplete, or I would say is inaccurate. Then when you say Morocco and you say, hey, it's a Muslim country, I'm very afraid something's gonna happen to me, they're gonna hurt me, harm me. Then when you say, hey, it's in Africa, it's kind of still unknown in a way, especially to North America. Comparing Europe is very familiar with Morocco. Morocco is very popular. It's easy for them to go, a few hours there in Morocco. They can spend a weekend in Morocco. Perfect. But, the audience from, United States or Canada, it takes, a half a day or probably sometimes 2 days, depending on how they get to Morocco. So those are, I would say, the most difficult. And again, people are afraid and say, hey, safety is a big concern. How do I get, dressed? I don't want to offend the locals. I don't want to offend the culture. What do I wear when I get to Morocco? So there's a lot of misconceptions. Zaidan, you're absolutely right.
What's the best food to eat in Morocco?
Oh my goodness. You speak my language. Actually, Morocco is very diverse when it comes to food, Zaidan. Last year, we ranked number one cuisine internationally. So anything that you can think of from, vegetarian dishes, tagine, couscous, lamb, beef, goat. It's just the cuisine is really diverse, and you will not be disappointed, going from, home cooked meals to street food. It's really incredible. So tagine and couscous are definitely the top popular dishes in Morocco.
What top tips do you have for people who are visiting for the first time to get the most out of their experience?
That's a really good one. I would say first, lower your expectations, be open minded, because if you have high expectations, you will be disappointed. Be open minded because you're going to see some things you're going to like, some things you're not going to like. But at the end, you're going to depart with a lot of really great memories. And then just soak all the experience, let it soak in, enjoy it. Every moment you're in Morocco, just enjoy it and have fun. That's the most important thing, is just to have fun. People travel because they want to have fun. So Morocco is no different, Zina.
Tell me more about your podcast now. What do you explore on the podcast and how does it help travelers?
Oh, that's a good one. The podcast we started back in 2021. We did a little bit of homework and research. Then we launched it in 2022. When we created the podcast, me and my producer, Ted, I didn't know where I wanted to take the podcast or where to go with it. But I knew that we needed some platform or medium where we can share really valuable content for people that are traveling to Morocco. And along the way, we get some business out of it, and people who cannot book their own or, um, make their own itineraries, we can do that for them from A to Z. So that's how really the podcast started. And then we realized that then later on that a lot of people, they do find the content very valuable. So they don't really need to book directly with us. They just do the homework on their own and get all the information through the podcast and travel to Morocco. Yeah.
How does it actually improve the image of Morocco on the global stage and help people understand it more?
That's a good one. It did actually, because everything in it is real. Everything in it is very accurate. We talk about the good, we talk about the bad, and we talk about the ugly things that people don't want to talk about. Now, when we talk about Morocco, because we care, we love Morocco, we are ambassadors to the country, but at the same time, it's not all shiny all the time. We talk about, the things that travelers go through, and especially when it comes to scams. I know we did 4 episodes about scams, Zaydan, and one of them was very difficult to listen to, but it was the truth. So, and we get a lot of DMs, a lot of messages, and say, hey, I experienced that scam and that happened to me. Like my friend, that happened to them, and stuff like that. So, but people, they really, at the end of the day, people appreciate the truth and they appreciate the honesty, and that's what the podcast is really about. We have to be honest with each other. We have to be honest, with ourselves. So we cannot put out something that is not accurate, or it's just not good. So
What you say about those authentic experiences, I think it's really important to immerse yourself in the local culture that you're visiting. So how can people actually properly connect with authentic Moroccan culture when they're visiting?
I would say it's very difficult for them to do it on their own. They definitely need somebody. They need to hire somebody, a company like us, a tour operator or a travel agent who goes through a tour operator, and that's really the best way to experience those, experiencing the locals and spending some time with them, and just having, part of your itinerary, or, is really involved with the locals. So. Doing it on them by themselves, it's going to be challenging, especially if it's just the first time they're traveling to Morocco. Then it's going to be really difficult.
So how does the country blend its modernity and its current culture with its traditions from the past?
Oh, that's a good one. When you go to Fez, for example, and when you go to Marrakesh, especially Marrakesh is a little bit more developed in a way, so quick for the last 3 decades. Before that, used to be a very small city, you know, culturally and everything. But then with development and technology and new things and everything, so it developed quite a bit. But then when you look at Fas, Fas is the oldest city in Morocco, Zaydan. And then when you look at it, Fas still holds a lot of those traditions that a lot of other cities let go or gone, or it's very rare to see them. So if you truly want to see Morocco like 100 years ago, I would say definitely go to Fas. And if you want to see something new, something old, I would say the combination of that is that you're gonna definitely find it in Marrakesh. So it's a really good blend as well.
How can we use travel and tourism to build connections between cultures and build unity between different communities of people?
It is doable. You just have to be open-minded, and through hospitality, through tourism, we can do those. We can build those bridges. And again, when you visit Morocco, the most difficult part is when you say goodbye to everybody that you have, came in contact with, and it's really really good opportunity for everybody to stay, in contact, especially now with social media and WhatsApp. Everybody stays in contact. You're helping communities getting closer and closer to each other. Doesn't matter what the distance is and how far they are from each other.
I think your work is really important to help people actually experience Morocco as best they can. So where can people get access to what you do, and where can people learn more about
Sure, they can go to our website, destinationsmorocco.com. That's destinations with an S, morocco.com. And I would recommend just, book your free discovery call. And it's 30 minutes. We answer all the questions that you have. You don't have to go with us. And we just help you with whatever you need to know. And if you need to schedule another call, we can do that. And then we take it from there. If we're a good fit, we can move forward. If not, we'll make recommendations for you and stuff like that.
Thanks so much for your time. Thanks for joining me.
Thank you
Thank you
so much.
everyone for watching and listening. Make sure to subscribe and follow, and make sure to check out Destination Morocco, their website. If you want to book a call, please get in touch with them. This has been Mission Undercover, and I hope to see you all next time. Bye.
Thank you so much.